Hey, what's up, players? WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long. I just want to endorse some of my brothers that are doing an outstanding job of podcast. I'm talking about the first Black Champ podcast, one of the greatest podcasts of all time, and it's growing and growing each and every day. Talking about my man, J.R. Bang and Champ from the Port. Players, you better take a listen to them, and if you don't, I'll have J.R. Bang and Champ put them in a tag team match, and it's going to be a lot of trouble.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We hope you all are doing extremely well. Is the SummerSlam hangover because it was 2 days? Is it still affecting you? You know, have you seen the last week of wrestling? Well, if you have not, for some reason, we are here to talk about it like nobody else in the world. So that means you need to get ready because right now you are tuned into the first Black Champ podcast, and I am still your podcast Intercontinental Champion, Camp from the Port.
And I am J.R. Bang. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download to the Barbershare Network, home of First Black Champ. Make sure you follow us on everything, the FBC POD. Make sure you go ahead and grab that merch. You see Camp with the yellow right there. Again, I am J.R. Bang. That is Camp from the Port. This is First Black Champ. And it's just a reminder for some of these people, man.
Bully. And if you think I haven't been in a fight before, you're wrong, Adam. I'm short. I'm bald. I can't get any hoes. I've been fighting my entire life. You can get.
I just want to make sure that we're reminded of, you know what? I want to real quick, shouts out to Zach Minger. Because last week, it was kind of the wrong time to say it was National Watermelon Day. But then he put his National S'mores Day, and it is. It is. I saw, because I did find out it was National Watermelon Day, and I was like, yo, I didn't know if it was like, I ain't know. But then,
hey, listen,
that's the reason why we didn't say nothing. I didn't want to say that because that's why I ain't say nothing, Zach.
Yeah, Zach, hey, shout out to you, man. Listen, we saw it, but I was just like, okay, this may be somebody trying to troll, you know, trying to get the comment reaction. But I mean, Black people are taking watermelon back this year because of the watermelon diet. I don't know if you've seen it.
Y'all can have it. I hate watermelon, so y'all can have it.
Yeah, they said the best way to detox your body and to purify it again is just watermelon and water. You gotta like fast on it or whatever, and that it's supposed to hydrate you and strip the toxins out, and then you on your way. But since you followed up with National S'mores Day, hey, listen, man, respect. Yep. Hey, good morning, Russ. Good morning, Banks. Hey, we appreciate you for getting the shirt. Hey, I don't know if y'all ever did this, but super cheat code on s'mores. Matter of fact, have y'all ever did it with the Golden Graham cereal? Have you ever made s'mores with Golden Graham cereal?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Camp. I've never made a s'more.
Wow, really? Oh shoot, dude. Listen,
I've never made a s'more.
I'm not about to say it like it's the greatest thing ever because I'm not the biggest fan of marshmallows. But if you use like the Golden Grams with like the mini marshmallows and then like Hershey on top of it, fire. And then you throw some caramel in that hole, fire.
Yeah, I mean, maybe now that I got kids, maybe one day, but this is kind of what we was talking about. Shouts out to Prosser High School. They had their all class reunion yesterday. Shouts out to the class of 2000 and everything.
Yeah.
And some of what we was talking about is shit that we just was looking at like lame as hell when we was younger, but now you'd be like, all right, bet. I think we can add s'mores to that list. Like, Because
how does s'mores catch strays though?
No, I just think that s'mores. I mean, we can add it to the list. I ain't say we talked about it last night, but I think we add that to the list because I think, at least for me, growing up on the west side of Chicago, s'mores was the last thing on my mind. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
And I probably, I've went on campgrounds, I've did that, but s'mores at that time was the last thing on my mind too. It was, shorty over there in that cabin, hella decent. But now, since I got kids and shit, now it's like, okay, I feel like I have to figure out how to do it without burning some shit. Like, I think it might be some on the repertoire, you know what I'm saying? As you got kids growing up. But how my 4-year-old talks to me, I think he'd be like, yo, s'mores lame as hell too. Because that's how he talks to me. He talks like me now. And really now. Which really says a lot about how I be talking to my kids.
Hey, so now I will say, s'mores ain't really a city thing. Now I'm from a small town, Freeport, Illinois, and the two things that I ended up just having, because one, I was in predominantly white schools, and because I'm like, if you are doing any outside activity or sports, you got puppy chow and you got s'mores. You at least try them, because it's like, oh, that's what y'all brought. Like, I just got Doritos. I got Doritos and Sprite. What you? You know what I mean?
That's all I got.
I got myself a knee-high peach that I confiscated from July.
Shouts out to Knee-High. Knee-High is a very underrated pop. Their fruit punch is top notch and everything. Shouts out to Knee-High.
Yeah, absolutely. So you get Knee-Highs, maybe a hot pickle, Doritos, and like that's my little snack pack. But they're like, I don't know, I don't want to put anybody on blast, but somebody parents be like, hey, we brought s'mores, or we got puppy chow. I'm like, oh wow, so that's what y'all making for like the basketball team? I'm like, that's fire. Like, oh, we get that because we in track. Oh, that's dope. Okay, great. I'll take some of that. I've never had this. Like, yeah, my mom don't buy none of this. So hey. Yeah, so no, I get it.
Yeah, but no, yes. Again, shouts out to Knee-High. Like, that's a very underrated pop.
Yes.
There have been many fights that have happened in the Davis family over Knee-High. In fact, it was a very famous fight that started a whole bunch of bullshit in Mississippi because we had a case, a cooler of Knee-High fruit punch, and Rennie couldn't have one, but Rennie took one. And that set off a chain of events that ended up with her being on a merry-go-round in a very rural, scary part of Mississippi that was turned very fast and she couldn't get off. That she's mad at us to this day about.
Because ain't no having no knee-high and being like, I can't have one. Like, I don't care if it's the fruit punch, the grape, especially not the peach, like, even the pineapple. I tried the pineapple before. It's decent.
That pineapple fire. Yeah, the pineapple fire.
Yeah. But no, like, if it's cold knee high, I'm not having one. So I feel her. I can't have. Watch. I dig right in that cooler, grab the first one that looked the coldest to me. I'm drinking it. You're done. Like, no, you're not.
We just didn't want to get cussed out by our daddies. We just didn't want to get cussed out by our fathers. Like, get out that pop. Like, yo, we ain't have it this time. It was Rennie. But Rennie, Rennie being the oldest, she had to be sassy and shit. So we took that. We went to I think it was my great aunt Dorothy's house. And it was a merry-go-round. Like, first of all, now that we're older, we like, why was it a merry-go-round right there? Like, this like, in hindsight, this looked like the beginning of a scary movie. But we said, oh, merry-go-round. I went to Otis and Vincent was like, yo, we gonna get on the merry-go-round. She gonna get off. We gonna jump off. And we gonna spin that bitch hella fast. And she ain't gonna be able to get off. She gonna be... And that's exactly what happened. And it started over knee-high pop. And she's mad to this day. Like, that happened in 1991, my nigga. And she, to this day, be like, fuck y'all, because y'all left me on that merry-go-round by myself. It was dark. And y'all twisted. I was dizzy. Boom, boom. Till this day, she's mad at us.
Hey, listen, Yeah. Hey, look, I see both sides.
Yeah, I do too. Hey.
Shout out to Damian B. Dot. Yes, hey, fire and weird snacks. But hey, there was elite though. I was like, man, I still don't know how to make puppy chow to this day. I was like, I want to find somebody, mom or grandma now at this point, who can make puppy chow. I don't know if you add the athletes of today, like I don't know if Shador Sanders and all them, if they got puppy chow when they were in high school, but if you didn't, you missed out. That was the greatest, weirdest snack. Because I was like, hold on, what you mean puppy chow? Because a puppy is a dog. What you trying to say about me? But they're like, no, this is for everybody. And sure enough, now I don't know how it will do for your diabetes meter. Your diabetes meter, I don't know. But it's fire though.
Look, man, when you said puppy chow in the beginning, I was like, dog food. I was like, ain't talking about dog food. Like, I look. That just show you how super city I am. That just show you how super West Side Chicago I am. Right. I've never heard of puppy chow outside of dog food.
Like the actual like canned puppy chow. Like,
that's it, man. That's it. But the way you was talking about it, yeah. Hey, and see, here's the thing. Hey, here's the thing. This is why sometimes I be upset that I didn't grow up around more white people, because white people be having all of the weird good shit.
Hey, hell yeah. Hey, listen, because I don't know. Hey, obviously y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know, but I literally think puppy chow is like the regular Chex mix, or like the puffy Chex mix, chocolate and powdered sugar. And I was just like, I don't know, but this, I was like, I don't know what this is made out of, but I couldn't stop eating it. It was fire.
Oh, so that's what that is? Oh, shit, yeah. I gotta try that then.
Yeah, hey, listen, hey, facts. Because I was like, I said, man, what is this? But it was powdered sugar and chocolate all over it. I was like, yo, man, this is good. I was like, this is good as hell.
And here's why I know B-Dot be trying to talk shit about age, but he say some shit that's old as hell. I don't remember the Meatloaf episode of Good Times. I don't. I know. I remember a lot of Good Times episodes. I remember when they finally got out the ghetto, the last episode, because I only saw it recently. Like, I saw it when I moved back to Chicago. I was like, oh, they actually got out the ghetto. Like, they hugged at the end. Shouts out to TV One. I don't remember the Meatloaf episode, though. Now I'm going to have to look that up. I remember the gang episode. I remember the last episode. I remember James dying. I remember a couple of them pimp episodes. I do not, the Penny episode, do not remember the Meatloaf episode. Maybe I asked my mom. Like, I would ask my mom about that episode, but B-Dot, you officially can't say that we owe this shit for no reason, because your ass remember the Meatloaf episode of Good Times. But at the same time, you just learn new every day. Learn, oh, she's making meatloaf for dog food. For real? Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. Now it does make me, I have a podcasting idea that's more around something different than other people are doing when it comes to TV shows and shit. That I'm trying to formulate in that thing. But yeah, meatloaf with dog food. Wow, that's
crazy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
You know, scratching and surviving ain't the word. Hey, so we gonna go ahead and get started. SummerSlam Night 2 happened last Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go through this card, you know what I'm saying? Because last week it was, we'll talk about it. Let's start with the first match.
All right.
Let's start with the first match that we have, that I have on the lineup right here. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria and everything. Becky Lynch wins in a no DQ match. Lyra Valkyria cannot go for the Intercontinental Championship as long as Becky Lynch is the champ. Bayley inserted herself in this match and cost Lyra the title. I picked Becky, you picked Lyra. What did you think about this match? Especially considering what we got on Monday, which I would say is one of my favorite jabs in the promo of all time.
Yeah. So, obviously I'm picking Lyra, and I was wrong. But I was picking her because I thought this was about building her up. But it was actually about building the title, which does make sense. But I thought because it seemed like Triple H was very high on Lyra. So I'm thinking, have her feud and do battle with the two remaining four horsewomen that are probably even associated with it in some kind of way now. And building greater storyline, building better just resume for her. But no, this was literally about just building up the Intercontinental title and putting it amongst all of the legendary women that never got a shot at it. And hey, you know what? Hey, look, I'm not mad. I'm cool with that. That's fine. I was worried about Bayley's role because I don't like Crossroad Bayley. I don't know if she don't know whether to be good or bad. Just get on your side of the fence, because that's when Bayley's at her best. When she's uncertain, it's like, yo, come on. But now, though, as we get the Raw, Becky versus Nikki, do I want to see it? No. They should just do like rounds of promos because, hey, listen, Nikki, I'll give you some credit. You're pretty good. You're pretty decent with the promos now that you're back. I don't know if you've really been practicing or has it been acting or whatever, but I'm not excited for 1 second of this outside of what Becky had to say. Like, what Becky had to say means that it has to be a match, but we don't need to make this a trilogy at all, though. I do want to say that off the rip.
Yeah, I felt like the best way for this to happen is for Becky to win the match to build up that title. Because even if and this is no fault to Julia right now, because she really just got that joint. And that match with her and Zelina Vega was fire. But I thought at least the best way to build up this Intercontinental Championship right now is for Becky, to win this belt or keep it. Seeing Nikki Bella as her next opponent, I was just like, I think the best thing about this feud is really going to be what happened on Monday, when Becky gave her the jab of a lifetime about how she was supposed to have the greatest relationship of wrestling history, and now you can't see him. Like, I was like, yo, okay, this is what we on, and I think it's peaked. I think that feud is peaked already, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So to be honest, I would have rather Nikki Bella go over, or go against Julia if this was the case, instead of Becky. Because now what I don't want is these feuds to be convoluted. Like, you have Becky, Lyra, Bayley, Nikki Bella for the Intercontinental Championship, but Nikki just got back, and she's still trying to get her sea legs. And I like this Becky. I don't like the theme song that they've crafted for her, the new one.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I mean, look, here's what I will say. It was probably time to retire the like, I'm not one of those people that know the names of the theme songs. I just know like what they say. I mean the because it didn't necessarily fit the character.
Yeah,
but I don't think this felt like. I don't think this fits Becky either.
I wanted them to change the beginning. Like, she could have delivered on "The Man Has Come Around" or something like that. Like, just put more emphasis on that. I don't know if I like the music yet or not, because it's just that first part that I think they need to tweak that anyway. But I do like what I do like. I'll say this: I love the fact that the WWE are going for more cinematic themes and cinematic intros. Now, I do like that concept, but I don't think that they've 100% nailed it with Becky's right now.
I'm with you on that. Let's go to the 6-team TLC match for the Tag Team Championships WYATT SICKS, Andrade Rey Fénix, DIY, Fraxiom, Motor City Machine Guns. I almost said Motor Shitty, and I did not mean that. I fuck with y'all. It's just and the Street Profits. The WYATT SICKS won that. A lot of heavy bumps, including Candice LeRae. I thought she died. We both picked Andrade and Rey Fénix as we thought, whether they drop it quick or not, it's like, this might be a good time to have somebody else win it in front. But the WYATT SICKS won. What you thought? What did you think about this match?
You know what? I'm glad that Michael Cole didn't oversell it, because with the amount of heavy bumps they took, with everything that was going on, and of course with Bubba Ray and Devon and the crowd, there was total prisoner of the moment possibilities to call that the greatest TLC match of all time, which it was not. It wasn't even close to me. But it was a really dope match. I will say that I don't think it stole the show, especially with everything we've seen the night before, which we can get into that later if you like. But this was a dope match. This was a dope match. The WYATT SICKS winning. When the whole faction can enter the match, I guess I guess so. You know what I mean? But if you left it up to the teams, to me, no. Andrade and Rey Fénix, they smoked that. They smoked their piece of it to where I'm like, they gotta be winning. But then, when it's just the whole squad can enter, then sure. That's what I got. Sure, cool, whatever.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit that was going on in that match when everybody did the bump on the table or desk or a ladder.
Yeah.
One after one after one. See, this is when I hate when WWE try to AEW some shit. And I think they kind of did that with this match.
Okay.
This ain't y'all. Let them do the shit. That's their shit, and it works for them. I thought it was a little bit too much. It was too spotty for me.
I agree with you there.
And some of them spots was a little bit too dangerous too.
Boy,
like you could highlight that match and be like, don't try this at home. Like, so I dug it, but not in a way that I thought that I was gonna dig it, because it was just a lot of shit that was going on. But again, like I was let AEW do the AEW shit. You tell the story. You let them have the moments. With that being said, and I can't believe that I'm saying this, the funniest shit out of that match was not the match. It was the post show, and seeing your man Johnny Wrestling try to talk with the voice. I say, they made this nigga interested, because I'm laughing at the fact that his ass was talking like the frog and shit, and they was fucking with him. And then they did the same thing the next night on Monday. That made me interested in, okay, what y'all about to do with this Street Profits DIY shit? Because that shit was hilarious. Hey,
listen, we not haters.
Yeah, we ain't haters. Fuck with you.
We ain't haters.
We ain't haters. And I was laughing. At that joint. Let's go to the Intercontinental Championship. Dominik Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Yes. We both predicted this one correctly. Mysterio wins. How did you like the match? Like, we got AJ Styles, who Dominik Mysterio said that he did not know that AJ was going to pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero in the way that he did, from the lowrider to the pants and stuff. I think he said it was surreal and stuff. But how did you like the match? Did the match live up to the expectations that you had?
You know, I didn't really come into it with expectations, because, to be honest, I don't expect anything bad from AJ Styles. You know what I mean? Like, even though I was late to him on TNA, so I was watching a lot of it like after he had already left there, like towards like the last 2 or 3 years of him being there. But I just don't expect anything less than at least very good from AJ Styles, and I don't think this was anything short of that. I like the fact that AJ Styles, even at this age, at this tenure in his career, can come out and do something brand new, and for even him to just adopt a lot of the Eddie Guerrero tactics, mannerisms, moveset, if you will, right? I thought that was super dope. Dom does just keep getting better, man. It seems like he's thinking less in the ring and just doing. A lot of things are becoming more instinctive. So this was a really good match to me. I enjoyed this. I like the Eddie on Eddie segment, the Spider-Man meme Eddie on Eddie segment. That was dope. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this. And AJ Styles, I think, did what a lot of the OGs should do. If we're so high on a young talent, if we believe that they have untapped potential, there's another gear for them to hit, and there's another thing for them to do, and we're saying look out for them, watch for them, like everybody has been saying about Dom before the crowd even turned on his side. This is what you do. You put him in a marquee match in a high-profile marquee PLE, and you put him over, and that's exactly what happened for Dominik. And that is how the new generation of wrestlers survive. Right here, doing what AJ Styles did is how you get the new generation to the next level. So nothing but respect. Thought it was dope, front to back.
I don't want what I'm about to say to sound as bad as it might come off.
Let's go.
But I am tired of the Eddie Guerrero tributes in the WWE.
Hey, can we do a segment on this? Because I'm 1,000,000,000% with you. Let's do a segment on this right now.
Let's do this right now. I am an Eddie Guerrero stan, ladies and gentlemen. If you listen to this podcast, you know that I am probably a day one or at least day 3 Eddie Guerrero fan. I've been a fan of Eddie Guerrero since I saw Eddie Guerrero and Art Barr on AAA Wrestling. It was a segment that they consistently frog splash Octagon.
Mm-hmm.
This is like 1994. I have been an Eddie Guerrero fan longer than a lot of people. So this is not anything against Eddie.
Right, for sure.
This is not anything against Eddie. I've consistently said on this podcast to go watch When Worlds Collide, Eddie Guerrero, Art Barr versus Octagon. And look, this ain't about Eddie. This ain't about Eddie. This is about how I feel like everybody got to do something Eddie to get over. That's my issue. Everybody got to do something Eddie to get over. I think there are better ways of paying tribute, because here's the thing. If we paying tribute to Eddie, and I'm glad that you put this in here, Donnie, this ain't the match to do it. The custody on the pole match ain't the way to pay tribute to Eddie. No. And that's why last week, when I started seeing the shit, I said, now we're doing too much when it comes to the paying tribute. Because if we're paying tribute to Eddie, because this is 20 years from the Dominik on the pole match, you know the one thing that I get out of the Dominik on the pole match is they was dyeing Dominik hair at an early age.
No facts.
That's what I get out of it. There's so many other amazing matches of Eddie Guerrero that you can pay tribute to. You want to pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero? Let's do something that I've said should have been done a while ago. If you want to pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero in a different way, put Logan Paul and Dominik Mysterio in the tag team. And they are this generation's Art Bar and Eddie Guerrero. And let them frog splash the hell out of the goddamn world like those two were doing. That's why I say go look at Eddie Guerrero on Art Bar in 1994. You will know what I'm talking about. But every time we look up, there's this, or somebody's doing the triples, or somebody's lying, cheating, and stealing, and all of that stuff. And then you got the LWO, which was supposed to be a part of that shit too. Fam, I think it was Chavo that was like, hold on, y'all doing too much. I'm with him now.
Yeah, no,
that's
for
why
sure.
I said, this ain't got nothing to do with Eddie. Because again, I've been Eddie Guerrero fans more than that. More than y'all. More than y'all. But when you see the same shit consistently done in matches now, and Damian didn't say Logan Paul. I said, if you listen to this podcast, say Art Bar is Logan Paul. Because Kent, who got the best frog splash in the business right now?
Logan Paul. Both of them. He got both of them because he do it two different ways. So
for those who don't know, the frog splash was not Eddie Guerrero's original finisher.
Right.
It was Art Bar.
Yeah.
And he took the finisher in tribute to Art Bar after Art Bar passed away about a week and a half after When Worlds Collide. So when you look at that frog splash, go look at Art Bar do the frog splash. That's Logan Paul.
Yeah.
When you look at Eddie Guerrero do the frog splash, that's Dominik.
Yeah.
Put them two together and go look at Eddie Guerrero and Art Bar in 1994. You would understand what I'm talking about. See, again, I am an Eddie Guerrero fan. I've been an Eddie Guerrero fan so long, I'm a fan of Eddie Guerrero with the IE and the Y. I'm just saying, I am tired of every time we turn around to get somebody over in a match, we got to do some Eddie Guerrero shit.
Yeah. And for me, because I'm with you, and when it was just Sasha Banks and Dominik, I was cool. When it was Sasha Banks, Ray and Eddie, Ray and Dominik, I was cool. But now we are in that territory of, okay, if we're taking this much from Eddie Guerrero week to week, PLE to PLE, no matter how small it is, Saturday night's main event, then we got to start talking about how Eddie Guerrero is one of the top 3 greatest wrestlers of all time.
Bingo. If we're going to do this, let's go that route.
Right. Yeah. So now move your Mount Rushmore, because Taker, Lesnar, Rock, Hogan, somebody got to move. Somebody's got to move. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't, like, so again, this is not us discarding anything about Eddie Guerrero. So now I come in, well, hold on. I started seeing Eddie Guerrero in ECW. So that's where I start. So I had to go back for the When Worlds Collide because Bang has done a great job of promoting why we need to watch that match. But yeah, now it's OD. It's OD. And you know, I guess because maybe the Rey Mysterio thing, I don't know. Yeah, hey.
My point.
Yeah, because Andrade had his own thing. He had his own thing. The first time he was in NXT, he had his own thing. Now we're doing too much. Like the members of the LWO, all the versions of it. But then also you got Raquel Rodriguez now. You got Alexa Bliss at one point, but also Liv Morgan. You got Rhea Ripley. Like, there's so many people that's just taking everything Eddie Guerrero. And maybe this is just Dominik Mysterio being the overall powerful influence in the locker room. I don't know. But we are in that territory now where, like, we gotta talk Austin Rock Guerrero. It's got to be Brett Sean Guerrero now. Like it's like that's where it is, and that's why we're saying this. And look, and if that's where we at now, okay. But now let's do a better job of doing it too. Then,
yeah, Brendo just said it. Like they turned the Eddie moveset into the super kick. The issue here is not we don't like Eddie Guerrero. We love him. I love him. If it's not Eddie Guerrero, I don't know a lot of Lucha Libre wrestlers.
Yeah.
So this ain't about Eddie. This is about, are we doing too much when it comes to the tributes to Eddie?
Yeah.
And here's the worst part about it. It's the mentioning. Every time you do it, you got to say shades of Eddie.
Yeah.
You don't do that shit every time Kevin Owens do the Stone Cold Stunner.
Right.
You don't do it when every time somebody does the inverted neck breaker. They don't be like, yo, shades of Rick Rude. Like, you have to make sure to mention this man. And it's not, and you're doing it in a way, to me, it's not as effective of, like, if you want to do something for Eddie Guerrero, let's do this. If y'all want to do something, let's do this. Instead of everybody doing an Eddie Guerrero move and you saying shades of Eddie Guerrero, why don't y'all do this? Yeah, right, man. You don't hear, oh man, shades of Gentleman Chris Adams with that super kick.
Right.
And when a Samoan do a headbutt, you don't be like shades of Haku or or whatever. So if y'all want to do this, why don't y'all do this, WWE? If we always keep paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero, why don't we do this? Let's have the Eddie Guerrero Invitational. Because here's what AEW does very well. Their shades of NWA Crockett Cup. They're Crockett Cup the hell out of some shit.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we do an Eddie Guerrero Invitational? Why won't we do a tournament, tag team or singles, involving WWE, NXT, and AAA wrestlers, and call it the Eddie Guerrero Invitational? And maybe it is just cruiserweights.
Yeah.
But do that. Like, instead of people taking something from a move set from Eddie and butchering it, or the lie, cheating, stealing part of Eddie Guerrero, because he's more than just that. Why don't we, now that we have AAA, why don't we do the Eddie Guerrero Invitational? NXT, WWE, AAA wrestlers, and you fight for that cup, and that's how you pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero.
Now, but here's my thing though. With that, I don't want to see 3 rounds of Three Amigos. I don't want to see 3 rounds of everybody trying to shimmy and frog splash. I think what also needs to happen is, if they're gonna name it that, do it how Eddie would want it to be, and it's everything Eddie versus Rey Mysterio from ECW to that first year of Nitro.
Hell no,
where they're innovating matches and
the best Eddie Guerrero Rey Mysterio match, and to me one of the greatest matches of all time, is them two at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so be innovative, change the game like they did. Like, don't just do they shit. Like, really go into it and be like, hey, this is the reason why we celebrate both of these gentlemen, because Ray get his respected and celebration too, but y'all got to realize the matches that Eddie was doing and why. Like, if we're gonna celebrate his innovation and iconic status, do it the right way. Don't just be, I mean, like Donnie said, don't be dick eating and biting and shit. Like, have some matches, come up with your own shit. Like Missy said on the intro of The Real World, man, come up with your own originality, your own style. Stop biting. Like that's really what it is, because that's that's the problem with wrestling today. It's like this is why Bubba Ray can get on Busted Open and talking shit, because all y'all doing is stealing all of their shit. Everything from 91 to 97, they just biting it and moving forward. Maybe 2000 with the TLC matches, but that's it. Like that's why y'all not over, is because you keep like, I'll just watch Eddie Guerrero matches if all y'all gonna do is Eddie Guerrero shit.
Yeah, so again, this ain't about Eddie. I think that Eddie Guerrero could be paid tributed to in a different and better way.
Yeah.
And now that we have AAA in the fold, I don't think there's a better way to pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero than the Eddie Guerrero Classic, WWE, NXT, AAA wrestlers in a tournament similar to the what's that? The Dusty Rhodes Classic, the Cruiserweight Classic, the Crockett Cup, like similar to those, and do that. I don't have to see somebody shimmy. I don't have to see somebody do a frog splash. I don't have to see somebody doing the triplets and hear Michael Cole say shades of Eddie Guerrero. Mm-hmm. If we gonna do it, let's do it. Let's do it the right way. And let's do it in a tournament style joint. The spotlight all of the wrestlers similar to Eddie Guerrero, cruiserweight wrestlers, and do it there. And we got a lot of people in AAA that they're starting the spotlight, and they can continue the spotlight along with some dope wrestlers that's under 230 right now in the WWE and NXT. So let's do that. That's all I'm saying. Better ways to do it, and we don't have to continue. And again, the custody on the pole match, fuck out of here, fam. I didn't like that match then, and I don't like it now. All that match showed me is that they was dyeing Dominik Mysterio's hair early. That's it. So that's it. That's all. I don't want no Mexican. I don't want no smoke with no Mexican. Thinking I'm shitting on the legacy of Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. No, I want to spotlight it better, more often, and in a way that is better. Because the thing is, as much as I believe that Owen Hart should be celebrated in the WWE and the WWE only, one thing that I do love that AEW does is the Owen Hart Invitational. Yeah. Got a belt and everything. Yeah. I love that. Do that with Eddie.
Yeah, if it's this real, then yeah, do it. Do it. Because, yeah, hey, listen, if anything, I mean, look, we just with Chavo. I'll put it like that. We with Chavo. Hey, look, Eddie Guerrero is great. He's one of the greatest. But y'all doing a lot. Y'all doing a lot. Period.
That's it. We don't want no Mexican trying to come and say, hey, man, y'all shitting on Eddie. What's the name? No, we want him highlighted better.
Yeah.
Like, we want it highlighted better. And we want it highlighted in a way that I think that not only highlights Eddie, but it highlights wrestlers that's on the come up. Because, see, here's the thing. Like, because here's it. Man, Brendo, we on the same page. Because here's the thing. If y'all got AAA, I think this would be a great way to spotlight the AAA and WWE relationship by the winner of the Eddie Guerrero Invitational becoming the #1 contender for their championship and wrestling at Triple Mania. Their major pay-per-view. You win that, you go on over there and you fight for that title. So Eddie Guerrero Invitational, WWE, NXT, AAA. Winner wins the #1 contenders spot for their championship, and you wrestle at Triple Mania, their WrestleMania. That's what you do. And here's the thing. If Dominik Mysterio is the champion, or he wins, and he goes up against that champion, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think you need something like that. And let's stop having people just do some spots just because it's Eddie Guerrero. I really just think it's a better way of doing it. And if they do an Eddie Guerrero Invitational, you know they've been listening to First Black Champ.
There we go. Yeah, that's that. There's that. There's that.
There's that. So matter of fact, Eddie, let's make it a little me. Triple H, Paul, let's make it a bit clear for you. This is First Black Champs, Eddie Guerrero tribute, Eddie Guerrero Invitational. Wrestlers 230 or less enter this tournament. AAA, NXT, WWE wrestlers, all in this tournament. The winner of this tournament wins the Eddie Guerrero Invitational and the #1 contender for AAA's championship, and they go to Triple Mania to wrestle for this. And we ain't saying put El Grande Americano nowhere near this shit.
Yeah.
Because
I love him when the whole thing is nuts.
because but
he is the only lucha doing his own shit though.
No, but well, yeah. But I have to say this because remember they did the Luchador Battle Royal in WCW, and the winner of it got the title shot from Chris Jericho's Cruiserweight title. Go back and watch when Chris Jericho was announcing the wrestlers, and go back to when he started talking about Villano 4. That's what El Grande Americano was starting to become.
Yeah.
El Grande Americano 1 and El Grande Americano 2, El Grande Americano 3, and El Grande Americano 4. They are now 4, ladies and gentlemen. They are 4. So
there's officially more WWE, more of those than Sin Cara's now.
Yeah, like yes, it is literally like Tyler Bate is the Villano 4 of El Grande Americano.
Oh man,
he's the El Grande Americano. He's the Villano 4 of El Grande Americanos. This is not even a doink type of situation.
Yeah.
No, this ain't. This is Villano 1, Villano 2, Villano 3, Villano 4. The first one is Chad Gable. The second one is Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
The third one is Pete Dunne. The fourth one is Tyler Bate, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I was saying. It's Tyler Bate. Hey.
Yo, that's insane. That's insane. That character can't be that over that they need to do this. It can't be.
Hey, did you see Ludwig Kaiser in Mexico? That shit, they were booing the shit out of that man.
Oh yeah. I saw the clip when he was running towards the ring. I'm like, yeah, I was like, damn, it really is you. Like, wow. Talk about how you can spot evil Conan O'Brien and
no, I'm talking about when he was singing in Spanish.
Oh no, wait.
Oh fam.
Oh
hell no. Hey.
I didn't see that.
Hey man, he came up in that ring and folks was booing and shit.
Oh man.
Like, boo, yeah, they were booing and shit.
Hey,
then that man Lou had to let people know, hey, I'm fluent in y'all language. and them fans was eating it all up. He got to singing and shit.
Hell no.
Right, and there we go. Booyah!
Yo, hey, shout out to evil Conan O'Brien, man. That's my man.
Hey, so all I'm saying, he's all. Hey, that shit's over. That shit's over. And look, that's Chad Gable can't wrestle. I think he got like a separated shoulder, or whatever.
Done for a minute.
But just to give you guys the lineup for Triple Mania that's going to be on YouTube on August 16th, so next week. In the main event, El Hijo del Vikingo. I know I'll be butchering this shit, but we're going to do it our way. Versus Dragon Lee versus Dominik Mysterio versus El Grande Americano for the AAA Mega Championship.
Right.
Judgment Day, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Raquel Rodriguez versus Mr. Iguana, who, hey, Mr. Iguana is over. Like, let's just throw that out there too. Shouts out to Mr. Iguana. He over. Nino, fuck it, and Lola Vice. All right. Los Garzas versus Pagano and Psycho Clown. This nigga's name, Nino Hamburguesa. Look, we gonna have to bring Damien to pronounce these joints. I'm not about to. Nino, all right. Los Garza versus Pagano and Psycho Clown. El Messias versus El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. And Flamer versus Fabi Apache versus Natalia in the triple threat match for the women's championship. There you go. I know I fucked up some of these names. And y'all ain't gonna fight me.
Hey, bro, that's what I thought too.
Y'all ain't gonna fight me.
Oh man.
Ain't nobody gonna come to my crib and be like, you fucked up these names.
Oh shit.
I'll get y'all ass beat. I call Francisco. One of my closest friends is Mexican. We do this shit all the time. Look, hey, y'all look, here's I'll stop butchering these names when y'all stop saying nigga.
Yo, hey. All right. All right, hey, yo. This is the first Black Champ podcast. We gotta get back to the night 2 recap of SummerSlam. Yo.
Yep. I'll stop butchering this shit when y'all stop saying nigga. How about that?
Oh my God. Hey, it's on the United States Championship match.
Bingo. Yeah, Bang, keep butchering these names. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bang, keep butchering the names.
Oh, man.
Keep butchering the names. Keep fucking them up because we ain't gonna stop.
Oh, God.
We ain't gonna stop, Bang. You won. You got us.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man.
You got us.
Oh, my God.
El Hijo who? Yo, you whatever you say. El Hijo who? You got it. Whatever you say, man, because we ain't gonna stop. No, Bang, don't work for ICE. I'm gonna protect y'all. Y'all just ain't gonna tell me. Y'all just ain't gonna try to.
Lola Vice. Fuck it, Lola Vice. I'm still there. And then you just keep going. Oh my God. Working for ICE.
Damien, you want to do something? Why don't you put the pronunciation in the chat so I can say it right? How you say it?
Oh man.
How you say this? Should say Nino Hamburguesa. What?
It's Hamburguesa. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Stop saying nigga. That's all I ask.
Oh shoot.
If we're gonna do that, y'all gonna try to come at me in my pronunciation. All right, let's move on to the United States Championship. Solo versus Jacob Fatu. I was shocked and surprised. Oh, Damien, hold on. I got you. Yeah, go ahead and put it in the chat. Yep. Corey Grave got us. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna fuck up some of that shit too. So, all right. Who is this gringo?
Oh,
wow, I need my grape. United States Championship Solo versus Jacob Fatu. I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked at this outcome. But, man, this might be a hot take. This might be a hot take. I don't think this is a hot take, though. This is one of the worst cage matches I saw in my life.
Damn. Damn. I didn't realize it was going there.
You ever realize you watching the match and you like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like, why they not using this cage at all? Like, they barely even use the goddamn cage. Yeah. No, I said we gonna get a nice little hot spot during the match of Jacob Fatu off of the cage. Like, Samoans in cages supposed to be like, yo, we about to use this shit and you're about to get like a Jimmy Snuka moment. Yeah. I don't know if it's because Bronson Reed broke his toes and shit. or his ankles or whatever. I don't know if it was because of that, but they ain't do none of that. And I was very disappointed at this cage match. One of the worst cage matches that I've ever sat there and watched. And Jacob lost, which made this even worse. Like, what did we do this shit for? So
I'm glad you said that, and I'm just going to go right to where he lost. So, this is why the NFTs, and I'm going to call them the NFTs on purpose, because never in my life have I seen somebody lose a cage match, but then win the 1v3. This faction is dead. I don't care. Hey, listen, I know Jacob Fatu is a Samoan werewolf. I know that he has a bright future ahead. I'm definitely going to watch his Breakfast Club interview because they asked him about how many kids he had. And I was like, okay, this is going to be funny already. But to lose the cage match where the cage ain't even being used like that, but to win the 1v3 versus the rest of the faction, this was all confusing to me. I don't even understand who, why, and what should have happened with this whole sequence, because Jacob Fatu is already over. That's why I didn't think he needed to win this match. I do think Solo with the U.S. title is a good thing, but the oddities never even lost the 1v3 or the 1v5 or however many it was. The Exotic Express with the bunny and Becky Lynch out there. They never lost the 1v anything. How the NFTs losing the 1v3 and they got somebody twice Jacob Fatu size on their faction made no sense. JC Baked Potato. Hey, listen. This is all bad. This is all bad. Clear them out. Fourth quarter, I shouldn't see them no more. It should just be Solo and Jacob. And another one-on-one. That'd be it.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in this match, man. Very, very disappointed. Like JC Mateo from California Dreams could barely get in the goddamn cage. See?
Hey, listen.
Damien, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Nope. Damien, see? Now, if I would have said that Hamburger Kid in goddamn English, you would have called me racist and shit. That's his name.
Yeah, hey, Hamburguesa. I know that from Duolingo. Hamburguesa is definitely hamburger. Like pescado is fish. So
okay. Since Cam is racist against Europeans, but he loves Mexicans.
Hey, hold on. We're not doing that either. I was just talking about going to Greece yesterday with the brother that was at the Midtown Cafe. We're not gonna do that.
He gonna do the Hispanic. He gonna do the Mexican names for the matches from now on. I'll stick with the Europeans. There we go. All right, yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Mr. Duolingo.
Hey, listen. Hey, I was letting you cook because I didn't read the card. I didn't say nothing.
No,
this should never lead to me being racist against Europeans because that ain't even true. Hey, look, I kicked it with Chambers at the J. Cole concert.
No, since we got Mr. Duolingo, he getting alerts and saying, 15 days of learning.
Yeah, or not. They're like, where you been? Like, don't you need to learn this shit? Hey, I be trying to learn, man. Hey, when you work in sales, you gotta learn Spanish, bro.
Hey, them folks at Best Buy used to come up to me like, yo soy Dominicano? Nah.
Nah. Hey, Francisco.
My
man's needs something.
Refrigerators. The Women's World Championship, Naomi, which was the first match of the night. Naomi, Rhea Ripley, IYO SKY. Hey, I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say. Hey, just put IYO SKY, Rhea Ripley, and whoever in triple threat matches, and you're going to get the match of the night, because this was the match of the weekend. To me, that was the match of the weekend. To me, the two best matches in the WWE this year involve Rhea Ripley and IYO SKY against somebody black. One, somebody black. Two, and then, am I wrong in saying that it is starting to look like the most intriguing feud is Rhea Ripley and IYO SKY? Because for some odd, strange reason, Rhea Ripley has not beaten IYO SKY in nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And even they acknowledged it this week by Rhea Ripley basically saying, you know what? Fuck the titles right now. I gotta beat you.
Yeah. It's definitely it's definitely intriguing. I don't know about most intriguing, but it's up there though, because you know they were trying to do that with her and Charlotte, but they ended that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But this with IYO SKY, I think one is dope because they're having better matches than Rhea and Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Like off the rip, like it's not even close. And that's not even to say that the matches with Charlotte and Rhea were bad, because they weren't. But there is something with these two that is super fire, and I am here for it. But for me though, they're gonna have to start doing something else. It's gonna need something else, because at the same time, I think you can beat a feud, you can beat a certain dynamic or a storyline into the ground, and there's just too much wrestling that happens year to year or week to week. I'm sorry, to where I don't think you're going to be talking like this in November at the rate that they're going. I just don't think you're going to be talking about it this way, like in November. Like it was different, like back in the day where it was 4 or 5 PLEs. There was one weekly show, and you knew for a fact it wasn't 3 hours, so it ain't no even guarantee that you'll see Rhea and IYO every week, you know, even just for segment purposes. But now, different territory. So it's great, but they are going to have to do something extremely different, separate them and bring them back together, or end this pretty soon for me.
I love the fact that Rhea Ripley is supposed to be so dominant over the roster. Supposed to. But the fact that she's still having trouble with Lil IYO, I love this.
Yeah.
And what I also love about it is I think that the WWE is doing a better job with Rhea and IYO than they're doing with their mid-card titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rhea basically like, yo, I ain't chasing these belts until I get you. We ain't got to worry about Rhea being dominant over no title. We ain't got to worry about her getting in a match and just automatically assuming she's going to win a title.
Mm-hmm.
She got a goal in mind, and it might not be the most intriguing. It is one of them to me also. But it is in a way, I think, dope for the women's division, because you have somebody fighting for something.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw Jade and Tiffany talk and was like, okay, so shit, what's next for Jade?
Yeah, because we don't want to see that again, you know what I mean?
And there we go. All right, Donnie. Now that
yeah. All right. Okay. I see what kind of show we having. I get it. I'm here. Let's just go.
Not even gonna repeat that.
Let's go.
Not even gonna repeat that.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Hey, yo. Oh man.
Just know that the chat section on the YouTube page, we've
no.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. No longer undisputed WWE Championship.
There we go.
The WWE Championship.
Yeah.
John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I picked Cena, you picked Cody, and Cody won.
Yeah.
Better than the WrestleMania match. Much better than the WrestleMania match.
Absolutely.
No heel turns. Cena's back to being Cena.
Mm-hmm.
But Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar returns to the WWE after the match. Got the music. Brock Lesnar circles the ring, goes in and gives Cena the F5. And Michael Cole calls him Mr. Calls him Mr. SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar has now been christened Mr. SummerSlam. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the listeners of the First Black Chat podcast for 8 years?
Mm-hmm.
If you've listened to this podcast long enough, you know that Camp hates Shawn Michaels being called Mr. WrestleMania. So when Michael Cole called Brock Lesnar Mr. SummerSlam, the first person that popped up in my head was Camp from the Port consistently ranting about how in the hell is Shawn Michaels Mr. WrestleMania when he got a losing record?
Yeah.
So something told me to go look up the record. And Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen, is 6 for 6. Well, 6 and 6 in 12 matches at SummerSlam. But he's currently on a 5-match losing streak. Camp, the floor is yours.
Hey, listen. Well, first I want to say I totally missed it the first time because I was like, well, this is an interesting decision. Well, let me start there. So Michael Cole got that by me the first time. I had to watch it back. I'm like, wait, Mr. Summers, what? Like, bro, the last thing he did for SummerSlam was kick off the Tribal Chief run. Like, what you talking about? But and then unfortunately, the second thing I thought of was like, they're doing this spot again. Like, so they think that people ain't watched wrestling in the last decade. This literally happened to John Cena. What? 2013? Somewhere around there. So then there's this, and I was like, Mr. SummerSlam. I was like, now, granted, I know he beat The Rock for the Brock Lesnar title, and I will call the Brock Lesnar title the first undisputed world heavyweight championship belt. But then, for me, we can't call somebody Mr. anything, and it's like a 5-year gap. Like, there's some prime years of Brock Lesnar's life where he's not even on the WWE roster. But yet we call him Mr. SummerSlam. And then there is the record, because wildly enough, here's what I do remember about Brock Lesnar and SummerSlam. He be beating people up real bad. Like real bad. But then he'd be losing. So I was like, okay, it's literally the high school fight where it's like, man, I heard you got into a fight with John. Man, I beat John ass. Man, I heard you lost though. Is there any marks on my face? You see some black eye? Well, so what you think? Well, I mean, look, I heard he slammed the shit out you and you didn't get up. Man, please. Man, I hit him like 20, 30 times. I'm telling, look, my knuckles ain't even bruised. That's how bad, like, I whooped you. Like, it wasn't even all that. And that's who Brock Lesnar is at SummerSlam to me. It's like, yeah, I guess. But shoot, if we going off that, the Ultimate Warrior should be Mr. SummerSlam. If we can do that, hey, listen, not for nothing, Mr. SummerSlam might have been one of the two guys on the sideline, namely the Dudley Boys or Edge and Christian or the Hardys. Maybe they should be it. Shoot, matter of fact, Edge and Matt Hardy might be Mr. SummerSlams. I don't know. But this is, again, I think it's more propaganda. To me, also, this is a way for Michael Cole to oversell Brock Lesnar, the wrestler, and to kind of bury Brock Lesnar, the sexual deviant. And this is the first time where I don't think it's going to work, because wildly enough, after that Brock Lesnar debut or re-debut, if you will, I hopped on old Twitter, and I never seen white men age 18 to 34 so conflicted about what they were watching. So I was like, I get it. So we're just on a roll. Not only are we going to just celebrate the Hulkster as this great being, we're going to do the same thing for Brock Lesnar. See, all this media PR covering up and cleaning up, I don't think Vince McMahon would have went for a lot of this. One, because he was in on it. But two, because even though wrestling is for everybody, Vince McMahon always acknowledged that it was an exclusive group. You got to be a certain type of individual to even be over here and understand all of this. And this had TKO Endeavor wanting their global PR to be great all over it. I'm not going to put too much stock in it. Do I think Brock Lesnar is Mr. SummerSlam? No. We need to find somebody else. Shoot, hey, listen. For all things considered, it should be Roman Reigns. It literally should be Roman Reigns.
Well, so I had to took the liberty of looking up SummerSlam records. So it can't be Edge because he's currently rated R Cope. But
well, yeah. But we're not really counting that though, right? That's going to be like Patrick Ewing on the Sonics. That don't really count.
Hey, well, he has the most wins in SummerSlam history. He has 12 wins. There's two people that are undefeated, one of which you named. Hulk Hogan is undefeated at SummerSlam. They made sure to mention that during the telecast too. Ultimate Warrior is also undefeated.
Hey.
The Undertaker, who could be or should be Mr. WrestleMania, could also be Mr. SummerSlam as well. He's 10-5 at SummerSlam. Triple H also could be Mr. SummerSlam because he is 8-5, followed by Bret Hart, who's 7-4, and Randall Keith Orton is 8-7-1 at this event as well.
Hey, there you go. And what was Roman Reigns' record again?
He's not among those.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
But yeah, so look, one, I knew I'd be watching wrestling because I was like, no, I feel like Edge. I don't think Edge really be losing that.
Roman Reigns is okay. To the point. Yep. I had to go look that up just to be sure because they all have more appearances than him. But at 9 appearances at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns is 7-1.
So yeah. Hey, and 3 of those times he beat Brock Lesnar, didn't he?
So he beat him. Yes, he lost in the triple threat in the Fatal 4-Way match.
Okay. Yes.
And then the last 2, one of which we were there for, he beat Brock Lesnar.
So dog, hey again. Hey, Michael Cole, you've been wilding this year. You've been wilding since QB1. You've been wilding since the quarterback. But this is wild, though. And I love you, Michael Cole. So don't think this is like we're not hating on you. But like, and I get you got to do your job. You're probably the best at what you do at your job. I don't know where people will be ranking commentators as far as wrestling goes, but Michael Cole, you're in my top 3 for sure. So, with all due respect, bro, you gotta stop. Look, you gotta keep talking to us too, though. Like the wrestling fans has been around as long as you have. Like the ones that remember you debuting on Livewire and what was the other shit? That's Sunday Night Heat, but the other
Shotgun Saturday Night.
Yes. You're like, you gotta remember us. Like, bro, you're not gonna do this to me. You're not gonna do this to me. Brock Lesnar is not Mr. SummerSlam. He's not. I don't care. Look, if y'all settled out, paid homegirl, and that's it, then that's it. But no. And I thought the entire just new appearance of Brock Lesnar do the same old thing to John Cena. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't want to see it anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, so let's go through the Brock Lesnar matches at SummerSlam.
Let's do it.
So Brock Lesnar's first match at SummerSlam was against The Rock. Defeated The Rock for the undisputed WWE Championship, becoming the youngest WWE champion. The next year, he wrestled Kurt Angle, and he lost to Kurt Angle by submission to the ankle lock. He does not appear at SummerSlam again until 2012. And he defeats Triple H with the Kimura lock. In 2013, he wrestled CM Punk and defeats him in a no disqualification match. John Cena in 2014. That's when he beat the shit out of John Cena. So, call back. He wrestled The Undertaker in 2015. He lost that match 2016. He wrestled Randy Orton. This is when he busted Randy Orton's head to the white meat. The Fatal 4-Way, which he won. That's when he famously punched the shit out of Braun Strowman. 2018, Roman Reigns defeated him for the Universal Championship. 2019, Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar. 2022, Last Man Standing match. We were there for that. Roman Reigns defeated him. And then Cody in 2023, he lost to him.
It's like, yo,
match losing streak.
He lost to all the top guys that exist today. Mr. SummerSlam my ass. Come on, man. Come on, Cole. Stop. Stop, bro. Nope. Not doing it.
Now, I know they're probably doing it because he has more main events than anybody in SummerSlam history.
Okay, that's fair.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Like, that's just because Vince McMahon likes to book Brock Lesnar. That's not because he's Mr. SummerSlam.
Now, here's the worst part of all of this. The worst part of all this to me is that he came back and he was barely mentioned on Monday and Friday. So what was the fucking point? To go viral?
Yeah.
For Instagram?
Yeah. Honestly. And again, I mean, I said it maybe semi-jokingly in the segment, but no, I don't think that they expected that reaction from Brock Lesnar, from Brock Lesnar reappearing. Like, there has not been a time in wrestling history before this past Sunday where that music hitting and Brock Lesnar coming out and the reaction hasn't been 100% positive, or at least 97%. And usually the 97, the 3% that is like, oh man, Brock Lesnar, it's just because it's like, okay, we already know what this is. But that last week, though, the energy was really different around Brock Lesnar being in the WWE, the music hitting, everything. It was less about, oh, I can't wait to see Brock and Cena again. Oh, the Beast is back. It wasn't none of that. It was like, yo, so they settled with homegirl, or wait, we're letting a sexual assault person or whatever. I forgot the names that they were calling dude. But I ain't gonna say I saw more of it, but I saw enough of it to where I was like, ooh, yeah, I don't think y'all tested this out right. And I really want to know whose call it is, because obviously TKO Endeavor, Dana White, Triple H, or Paul Levesque. I'm sorry, it's Paul Levesque strictly now. The segment that we're talking about, I don't know if this experiment is going the way it wants. And hey, not for nothing, Brock Lesnar seems to have total control over his contract no matter what's going on. So maybe he was even like, you know what? maybe this ain't it. And it could be a him thing because wrestling's not in the state where it needs Brock Lesnar at all. And especially not in the middle of John Cena's retirement running year. And I wonder if that is why this is looking the way it is too, because to barely mention Brock Lesnar on SmackDown is John Cena back in 100% face mode. And there's just the possibility of, if you want some, come get some. It's just like interesting. That means that Sunday didn't go the way they thought it would. That ain't the moment that broke the internet as they wanted it to. And now it's time to revamp. That's how I see it.
See, I actually think the opposite. I think there is some type of big payoff, because if you were to ask John Cena who is his biggest opponent, he would probably or scariest opponent, he would probably say Brock Lesnar. Like, we gotta realize Brock Lesnar been beating his ass since he had the wrestling draws on.
Yeah, they're about 25 years in.
Yeah, like
his ass beat by Brock Lesnar.
When John Cena officially changed over his character, one of John Cena's first big moments was going up against Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. I forgot what pay-per-view it was, but that was like his first shot. And remember, they were basically saying that John Cena had no chance in that match. So he's been a thorn in Cena's side since Cena has gotten there. The flip side of it, though, is that I don't think you do that and then wait. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's go back to OVW. He's been beating his ass since he was in Louisville. So that's my issue. Like, you do this and then he's gone. If you want this to be the big boogeyman lurking around John Cena, you do this later. You do this closer to his last match, and let him and Brock Lesnar be the final match, and he overcomes it all or some shit like that. I don't think you do what they did here. I don't think it really made sense if he wasn't going to pop up. It's like he's back, but then we get Brock Lesnar disappearing, but Logan Paul versus John Cena at Clash in Paris.
Hey, listen, I prefer it. I prefer the match though, because hey, you look not for nothing. Maybe because of all this heel turn nonsense that The Rock caused. I mean, nobody expected John Cena to be teaming up with Logan Paul. So, hey, I personally, and I'm going to stand on this until Unreal or something comes out. I think The Rock messed up John Cena's summer. Right? I think that. I think that this, I think John Cena, Logan Paul probably was a Money in the Bank match, because John Cena was supposed to go out on this sword as one of the greatest legacy acts in wrestling, one of the greatest faces in wrestling. Everything about even the gear and the merch and all of that, everything was geared to have John Cena looking a certain way. And it would have been a great thing for him to take on some of the fresh new faces, some of the young new heels in the business. And whether it was win or lose, it would have been John Cena putting over a Logan Paul, a Dominik Mysterio, a Braun Breaker. Like, just like those things should have been happening. Even Cody Rhodes. Like, I'm not really mad at the Cody Rhodes thing, even at SummerSlam. It's like, I want some John Cena to win because I just like John Cena. But I have no problem with him dropping the belt to Cody Rhodes, because that makes sense. That makes sense for what wrestling is today. And I think that 5 months that got used again, if they were to do it over, I would love to see what they really had planned for John Cena, because there is something to be said about the hard stop of what Cena did, and in one promo, him and Cody are now in a different space. And there is something to be said about how now people can go in on Travis Scott and everything that was going on with him and how we're privy to all of that information. And now how The Rock is kind of non-existent. And it ain't no final boss almost now. They've almost erased the final boss should even happen this year. So I think this is all the original design. We're just being pivoted and shifted into it and trying to make sense of it.
Oh man. I think the biggest thing is we'll find out what happened with all of this. What I don't want to happen is them cramming, since what he says he has 11 appearances left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to feel like they have to cram some things all together. But I am interested to see how this last run for Cena is going to go officially. But I also think you hit the nail on the head. The Ned on the head. I think you were right in saying that this whole heel turn thing put a blemish on this whole John Cena retirement tour.
Yeah.
Because half of it was spent on doing something that he wasn't comfortable in doing. And not that John Cena can't do it. I don't think it was planned the right way.
Right.
So, all right, well, we got a couple of things to do before we get out of here. And what does that revolve around? Your favorite segment, Do We Care?
Hey.
So let's start with Seth Rollins' team finally has a name. It is called The Vision, named after the visionary.
Yeah.
The Vision. What do you like? Do you like this name? Like, what do you like about it? Like, is The Vision a cool name?
You know what? Actually, it is. I like this. And I like it because for over a decade, Seth Rollins has been calling himself the Visionary. And okay, hey, what do you see? Okay, well, this is my vision. Hey, listen, no, it makes sense. If you gotta give him a name, I like that. I like that name. They don't need anything menacing. They don't need anything that speaks to long term, because visions change. Hell, the vision may not even be the vision by Christmas. So to me, this is the greatest in and out. that the visionary, the revolutionary, because I wouldn't want them to be called the Revolution. Same that for Prince and the Revolution. So that's good. So, you know, the vision to me, again, it ain't super fire. I don't like, oh, this is the illest shit I've ever heard in my life. No, it ain't that, but I mess with it. It's cool.
You got the vision, and then you got division. You know what I'm saying? So,
Boom.
Hey, looks like there's a couple of people that might be in play for Seth Rollins. Who would you like to be his next PLE opponent? LA Knight, yeah, or Roman Reigns?
Absolutely,
or someone
LA
else?
No, I'm gonna go with LA Knight. Again, the person that last beat the champ. The people that think that swear that he got buried. No, the next PLE should be LA Knight, and I think he's earned it. And I think not only has he earned it, I think that's going to be a sleeper feud and possibly sleeper match if it really gets done right. I still believe in LA Knight and at least one world title run from him. And I said he should be on Raw. They made that happen. I said Seth Rollins would be a good feud for him. That happened. So look, I'm just going to ride my way of just kind of predicting LA Knight's path on the way, and he should be the next PLE. Not should he go over? No, but I think what is really dope about Seth Rollins is that whether win or lose, I think wrestlers are in a better space no matter what with him.
Got it. It looks like it's gonna be Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre at Clash in Paris. What are your thoughts?
I feel like I've seen it already. That's my thought.
Which goes to the last one. And hold on.
Yeah, even though the Claymore through the side of the table was cool.
Yeah, that was dope. this is where last week we soloed. I'm going to solo here real quick.
Let's do it.
Because I think it has to be said. Paul, you know I rock with you. I've been taking up for you. I've been trying to make sure to let everybody know I think you're on the right path. But Paul, I need to know one thing. What was the point of Damian Priest going over in the feud with Drew McIntyre if he was going to go over and then he disappeared, basically? Damian Priest went from defeating Drew McIntyre and putting him on the shelf to the next week saying that he wanted to go up against Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship, to then being in a feud somehow, some way between R-Truth and whoever he was mad at the time once he came back, to now being told he gonna get knocked out by Aleister Black. But he won the feud. There was a rumor that Damian Priest was supposed to have more involvement, a more bigger role at SummerSlam. I don't see how. I will go on the limb and say that the biggest waste of 2025 is what y'all have done with Damian Priest. Y'all wasted his momentum. I came on this platform and said that Damian Priest should challenge John Cena after that feud.
Mm-hmm.
And not only have y'all not done anything with him, the person that he wanted to challenge after defeating Drew McIntyre is not even the United States champion no more. And Drew McIntyre was in a prime spot at SummerSlam and looks like he's going to get the title shot at Clash in Paris. So I'm not liking this whole thing when it comes to that. And then also, to add to that, I told y'all on this platform, y'all. Told y'all. All of y'all was out here in the internet wrestling community. Bring R-Truth back. Bring R-Truth back. Bring him back. Yeah, we want our man's back. It's R-Truth. And then R-Truth came back and he was supposed to be a serious character. He was supposed to be what? Ron Killings.
Mm-hmm.
Now look, he back to being the clown again. What was the point? Triple H, what was the point of bringing R-Truth back? Triple H, what was the point of Damian Priest winning the Drew McIntyre feud? Only for Drew McIntyre to have the title shot and Damian Priest being threatened to be knocked out by Aleister Black because he got involved in a match with him and R-Truth, who was supposed to be a serious character, but now he's being back to being a caricature.
Mm.
Y'all should have just let the man go and not brought him back and stood on your ground. If that was the case, and told that locker room, if you don't like it, so what?
Yeah.
What was the point, y'all? What was the point?
Listen, they don't know the point. The point, hey, you know what the point is? No. You know what the point is? The Rock ruined wrestling for 2025. The Rock didn't get his way at Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 40. So he came back to ruin wrestling. That's really what it is. That's the hostile plot. The Rock is really COINTELPRO. Like, and so many, no, Dwayne Johnson is COINTELPRO. That's for sure. And that's what this is. And look, I don't know about y'all, but I want a documentary on the wrestling year of 2025. I want a documentary called WWE 2025. Put that on Unreal. You put that on there, I'm watching it. Because I want to see the buildup of everything that from the time that John Cena announced what he was going to do for retirement last summer in 2024. I want to see everything that happened until he won Elimination Chamber. I want to see that because I guarantee this is my guarantee for this week. My guarantee is that everything that Cena had planned with Paul and Lee Fitting and everybody else, The Rock came and said, "Oh, you know, it will be great, guys. It will be great." And then shit goes bananas from there. And I want to see it. I want to see the unraveling. I want to see the unfolding. I am not purposely trying to kick The Rock's back in, but the stats show it's August. It's August. And even though the year started off January, I have no issue with. February, not even really a big issue. But from March to July, nah. Rock fucked up some shit and left. Like he don't even be promoting the PLEs. So I want to see how and why did he do this to John Cena? I want to see it because R-Truth caught astray. I want to see it.
Well, watch Unreal. You'll get a little bit, but I also believe that Unreal is just a tool to show Triple H as the Dana White of TKO. The whole thing with Travis Scott. Look at Paul Heyman's interview with Ariel Helwani. And you'll get that. Yeah, watch that too. But it also goes back to kind of what I had said as well. Stand on your ground on what you want to do, and that's it. Yeah. The WWE universe should not have convinced them to bring back R-Truth. Mm-hmm. If you want to see R-Truth, see, and that's the thing that I hate about when people get mad that people get fired.
Yeah.
Because if y'all believe in all of these other organizations like y'all say y'all do, it shouldn't be a matter if this person got let go. It should be a matter of when will I see this person again. There's TNA. There's AEW. Mm-hmm. There's MLW. Like, if you wanted to see R-Truth again, you could have saw him.
Yeah.
But y'all had y'all fit, got your nuts moist when y'all thought he was going to be a serious character. And now look at him.
Yeah.
With John Cena making jokes around what his character has become.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
And I don't care what people think about me after I say this. I don't like the serious Ron Killings character. It doesn't move me. It doesn't move me at all. Now, does that mean that I love R-Truth, the character? No, I don't love it, but it makes sense. I get it, and I have been entertained by it. And even though this is pro wrestling, this has always been sports entertainment. Y'all know the guy that told us that. And unfortunately, I want a lot of Black wrestlers and Black wrestling fans to understand that it's okay to be entertaining. And I hate when we, specifically us, when we can get into a role and and the wrestler just wants to be entertaining. And we immediately call it shucking and jiving and samboing and soft shoeing and cooning. I hate that we do that under the aspect of wanting to entertain, because there could be a Black Orange Cassidy. There could be a Black Damian Sandow. There could be like other characters, but we got to stop with the thing of like, oh, if you ain't serious and representing the struggle and beating everybody ass, then you don't matter or you don't care or you're not winning. Like, I think that's ruining wrestling for Black people. If I'm being, I'm speaking for me. I'm not. I don't want anybody else to definitely share in the sentiment. I mean, but if you do, then that's great. But the Ron Killings character is not over. Like, it's just not, and it never has been. K Quick was more over than Ron Killings, and R-Truth is the most over of all the Ron Killings characters. And I think that we gotta have a wider line of what is the shuck and jive and Sambo and Conan versus being an entertaining Black superstar. And I know the some of the R-Truth moments may have blurred that, but it's because we're not just letting them cook. That maybe is why we're not getting as many successful entertainment Black wrestlers, because we even did this to the New Day too when they first started. And again, not saying that it wasn't 100% justified. Some of it was, I don't know, booty-os and the pancakes and all that. Yeah, I'm not into it, but with that run, they became the greatest tag team of all time. So it's like, can we at least respect our diversity and doing what works for us in just more than one way, I guess is what I'm trying to say here.
So here's what I would say with what you said. I agree with you to a point. When he came back, they let it be known that this is going to be a different R-Truth.
Yeah.
And it was. And it didn't work. Because it goes to what I said weeks ago. Nobody wanted R-Truth back because they felt like he could be a champ. They didn't want R-Truth back because they felt like he could be a difference maker. They wanted him back because they wanted to be entertained. Now, I'm talking about fans. The locker room wanted him back because they felt like he was a great locker room guy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about fans here. You didn't want him back because you felt like he could win a title or anything like that. You wanted him back because you wanted to be entertained. And y'all wasn't entertained about or with this Ron Killings guy. You were entertained when R-Truth was entertaining you. The comedic side. And he does that well. What I don't like is when you try to portray something that you're not good at.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, y'all. R-Truth ain't been good at that since NWA TNA. And you knew who knew that? Vince McMahon. And you know who knew that? Y'all. Because if y'all felt any other way, when he came back, you would have stayed with that character. And this is why I said that if you're going to do this, you got to put him in the title hunt. You got to. So quite honestly, I'm going to be real in what I'm saying here. The WWE and R-Truth finessed y'all. Y'all got finessed, and y'all didn't even realize it. R-Truth went on Twitter and said that he was no longer with the company. Y'all clutched y'all pearls. And y'all got re-engaged with a character that y'all stopped really being engaged with. R-Truth got his money and his job back. And that's all that was needed to do that. And this probably was a part of the Rock shit too. Maybe, I don't know. But all I see this is one big finesse in a way that it didn't need to be. Because again, if R-Truth was who y'all really said that y'all wanted him to be, because I saw people on the internet saying that R-Truth could be the TNA champion.
Yeah.
I saw people on the internet saying that he could go to AEW and be a champion. When you got MVP saying he don't know why Bobby Lashley ain't even the champ yet.
Hey.
Y'all got finessed. R-Truth finessed y'all. I'm not mad at it because I'm happy that a black man got a paycheck.
For sure.
But y'all thought he was gonna come in and be this serious ass wrestler that's gonna contend and all of that shit. And he gave y'all 3 weeks of that shit. And now he's doing this with John Cena. He's doing the doink. So y'all got finesse.
Hey man, look at R-Truth real life. Look at Ron Killing's real life and tell me he a serious character. Come on, man.
And that's not even meant in a bad way because that man had fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think this was a valuable lesson. And again, hey, look, TKO Endeavor buying WWE, that we knew changes were coming. We just didn't expect what type of changes to be coming. I think if you were looking for the WWE to still be what it is or what it was, because it's still Stephanie and Paul and all of that exists, you're just wrong, man. And that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. But you just got to know, man, when these bigger corporations they buy into companies that are not family owned, it's just different. And you're going to see a lot of things that maybe you don't like or understand, but that's just the way it is. Even though obviously the WWE itself was a billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company, it was a family-owned business, and it's just not that anymore. It's just and here's the adjustments. Some of the adjustments is like, hey, you know what? We don't need this R-Truth character. At least we don't think we do. Oh.
Look, man, the new finesse is I'm leaving the company. I'm leaving the company, and y'all get all up in arms. Y'all fall in love with this character, and then this character comes back, and y'all start getting hopes that they're going to put this character at the top of the card. Then they ass get stuck in the mid card again. Next thing you know, they jobbing in matches and shit. And you said, I invested all this time in this wrestler that I supposedly loved and thought he was going to come back and be in a prime spot. And look at him in the same damn spot he was at before. Y'all allow yourselves to get finessed every goddamn time I see it. R-Truth finesse y'all. Karrion Kross might finesse y'all. Y'all fell in that trap with Chad Gable when y'all thought that he wasn't going to be here no more. And then he resigned. Y'all was like, yo, they going to move him at the top of the card. Next thing you know, he was El Grande Americano. Y'all allow yourself to get finessed every damn time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not the early 2000s. This is not life after WCW. You could get fired and get another job at a wrestling company. It has happened before. It is continuously happening. Let these people go and do their thing at these other organizations and watch. If you get let go from the WWE, it's not the end all be all. Now, if you get let go from TNA, that might be the end all be all. But not WWE. You can flourish elsewhere, y'all.
Yeah.
Look at Matt Cardona. You can flourish at other places. Stop protesting when people get let go. and just watch them where they go next. Stop being lazy and follow the people you say you want to follow. With that being said, guarantees you gave yours. And I agree. I have the same guarantee. I guarantee you that we're gonna find out next year that The Rock fucked all of this up.
Yeah.
And the world is going to turn on Dwayne The Rock Johnson and just say, you just be Dwayne Johnson. And you tell Brian Gewirtz, however you say his name, to go somewhere else. Because John Cena's going to get on his soapbox and he's going to admit the first 5 months of his heel run was developed by The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. A real quick thing, and Donnie just asked it. How do you feel about the WWE being on ESPN in 2026? You are a cable cord cutter.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm man. Yeah, I don't have cable. And I can't front. This ain't gonna make me do it either. Even though obviously I wanna support the WWE because I'm a wrestling fan. You know what I mean? I want to support wrestling because I'm a wrestling fan. I don't for me, all these press releases about these mergers and changes, additions, subtractions, it don't move me at all. I'm literally here. I'm still here for the product and the product only. I don't care. And that's just the best way that I can say it. Now, if it's a part of the Disney Plus package, because Disney Plus is the only thing that work on that little trifecta thing of the Hulu, Disney, ESPN. The ESPN Plus app, you don't get shit on it, and that's why I canceled that. So you know what I'm saying? That's garbage. But I don't know. I think I don't know. It feels like to me that would be stepping on the USA and the Fox deals. It feels like that to me. Because I don't, even with it just being the PLEs, is because they're not going to just air it without the montages and the storylines and all this going on. I feel like they're making so many deals that they're about to start stepping on deals. That's what it feels like to me. Why not? Why wouldn't this all be on Netflix?
Yeah. My thing is one. This goes back to what I said on this platform before, Camp. The NFL, Roger Goodell said something the other day when they asked him if he feels like the NFL is competing with other sports leagues. Mm-hmm. Roger Goodell said, we're competing against Apple and Google. That's the NFL's competition.
Yeah, see? I like that.
I think that the WWE is not competing against no other wrestling company. So if you're competing against no other wrestling company, it's time for you to just be the overall worldwide leader. There needs to be, the WWE needs to transition to being the ESPN of wrestling and cover wrestling. Because you're not our competition. There needs to be a wrestling type of sports center that focuses on all companies and not just the WWE, because you're not competing against these other companies. Sirius XM just did the Pro Wrestling 24/7 channel. Why doesn't the WWE have that and cover all wrestling? Mm-hmm. The WWE is not in competition with AEW or TNA or MLW and all of that. So I think it has been time for the WWE to be ESPN. So it makes this marriage makes all the sense in the world if that's what you want to do. I don't think the production value is going to look any different and shit like that. My only concern is where the old content gonna be. Where's the library gonna be? That's it. I've watched those PLEs for $29.99, $39.99, $49.99, $50, $60, $70, $80, $100. I've watched it $9.99 on the network. I've watched it on Peacock. I've watched it on every damn platform you could think about. ESPN, I bet. Where the library gonna be at? Once you let me know what that's gonna be, where that's gonna be, then we all good. Outside of that, I don't give a shit. Outside of, I believe that the WWE has been the ESPN of wrestling for some time. And it is about time for the WWE to position themselves as more than just a wrestling company, because you're bigger than that.
Yeah.
And I mean platforming wrestling. Talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
And Damian, we don't give a damn about Adonis getting released. With that being said, can't close us out.
Yes, hey, for sure. So, you know what? And also, I got to check, but the last time I checked, even before this announcement, the WWE was streaming everything WWE product and PLEs on YouTube as well. So, hey, man, hey, look, I guess it's just about, hey, they're the new independent artists, right? You can get my new project wherever you listen to music. So, and respect to that. I've been trying to say this for 2 weeks. I keep forgetting, but I won't forget now. Hey, listen, very soon, I'm really maybe today is the day, or maybe the next episode, I should say. I want to have a conversation about Naomi becoming the black woman version of Bobby Lashley, because even with this heel turn, white people are loving her more than ever. I think it's the music. I think it's coming out with her dad playing the guitar at SummerSlam. I think all of that. Naomi is great. Naomi is excellent. She is black excellence, but she's also just wrestling excellence. My goal and my hope, I should say, my hope and my prayer is for every black wrestler, no matter where you are in the game, to look at Bobby Lashley and look at Naomi and realize that that's how we do it, and that's how we become. We ascend to the top. In case you don't want to go the Kofi route, and if you don't want to go certain other routes, you don't want to go the Rock route, because he be black sometimes. So all of that being said, man, hey, look, we appreciate y'all for tuning into this episode of the First Black Champ podcast. I just saw the number in the middle of the show. We have 421. That's super fire. That is awesome. I didn't realize we did that many episodes, but we've been around for a minute. Hey, and that's what life, and then that's not even doing a show every week. So that's what it is. And hey, man, we appreciate all of you being a part of this community. Everything that you do, likes, comments, shares, participating in the thread, participating in the threads on the group, as well as here on the live chat, man, is extremely appreciated. We are humbly and gratefully appreciative of all of you. And we hope you never stop, and we keep growing, and we keep doing our damn thing. You dig? So the next time you want to talk about wrestling in an unconventional way, you do so by checking out the First Black Champ podcast. It's the pick with the VP DOC, and we are out. Fuck Johnny Wrestling.
Bully. And if you think I haven't been in a fight before, you're wrong, Adam. I'm short. I'm bald. I can't get any hoes. I've been fighting my entire life. You can get